All, welcome to today's Community Comment. I am your host, Corey Sparks, and joining me in the Daily Dodge TV studios is Greg Volin, the president of the Dodge County Concert Association. Greg, thanks for coming in today.
Well, thank you very much for having me. We really appreciate it.
Of course. I know we were kind of joking about the weather before. We don't know if we're going to get a downpour at like 3 or 4, but usually if we get told that, that means it's going to happen in a few minutes here. But thanks for getting through and getting over to 100 Bill McCullum Way before anything ensues. Greg, there's a lot going on at the Concert Association. You have a huge concert coming up next Wednesday that we will preview. And there's a lot of meaningful messages to talk about in terms of the association as well. But before we dive into the details and the weeds, how did you get involved? How long have you been involved? And just kind of give us your synopsis.
Well, I got involved because someone invited me to a concert several years ago, and I went to the concert, and it was fantastic. And I asked, how do I get involved and be able to view and be an audience member for more concerts? And they said, well, you sign up for a membership with the association. I asked, how much is it? And they told me how much it was. At the time, I think it was $45 or $50. Okay. Our costs have gone up a little bit, but not much. And I said, oh, is that for each show? And they said, no, that's for 5 concerts in Beaver Dam, plus we have an agreement with the Watertown Concert Series. You can attend all 4 of their concerts as well as part of our reciprocity agreement. So I thought that's a no-brainer. I mean, it usually costs $45, $50 to go to one show. It was a fantastic show, and so I became a member, and then after I was a member for a while, they were looking for members on the board of directors, and I agreed to join the board of directors. So I've been involved in the board of directors for over a decade, maybe longer. Time flies,
Yeah. So you went from going, okay, 9 for the price of 1, not too bad, to being the president. That's a pretty cool ascension story right there.
Yeah, it's a privilege. Our longtime president, Rodney Binder, who served as president for 27 years, decided to step down this year, and they were looking for someone to step in and fill his role. And so I agreed, and it's a big role to fill. Rodney has done a fantastic job of running the organization for all of these years, and we're finding out how much work he really did now that he's gone. So,
could you kind of describe the learning curve a little bit? I know you said you've been in this role for a couple of months now. What things are you learning that maybe you didn't have a ton of knowledge about beforehand?
Some of just sort of the background things that need to be done, and how much communication takes place on a weekly basis, if not more. Sometimes it's a daily basis. I'm getting calls or emails or texts, signing checks and whatnot. So there's a lot going on. And with any sort of organization, things happen behind the scenes that the average person just isn't aware of.
Understandable. So lots of different daily tasks. So we are talking to Greg Volin, the president of the Dodge County Concert Association. If you would like to make a comment at all on Community Comment today, the studio number is 920-885-4446. The studio text line, if you'd prefer to reach us that way, is 920-887-9595. So Greg, let's kind of dive into this concert association. What's the general purpose? There's lots of concerts every year, but what's the general purpose, and how do you reach your audience?
Way back in 1947, a group of local music lovers got together and said, you know what, we need to be able to bring good quality live music right here to our community. So they formed the association, and it's been going ever since, 77 plus years. It's run by a volunteer board of directors, and what we want to do is we want to be able to bring a good variety of good quality live professional music to our community for our community members to enjoy right here in Dodge County. Instead of having to go to Milwaukee or Chicago or Madison or Green Bay or Minneapolis, we want people to have the opportunity to come to the Beaver Dam High School, or if we have to use a different venue because of scheduling issues, some other place right here in Dodge County where the people of Dodge County can enjoy good quality live professional music.
That is awesome. I always kind of make the comment too. So I'm from Kenosha, so southeastern Wisconsin. We're about a town of 110,000. But people tell me, they're like, "Oh, you kind of moved to a smaller town," and I say, "Well, I'm south of the Fox Valley. That's a pretty big area. I'm north of Madison, huge area. I am west of Milwaukee, huge area." But you're saying to get entertainment, you can still stay in town and you'll still have a pretty good time.
That's right. It's very affordable and good quality music. We have a wonderful talent acquisition partner called Allied Concert Services, and they present to us musicians that we can select for our programs. They usually have a meeting with us in the fall, and we have 25, sometimes 30 different groups that we can choose from. And as a board, we review these groups, and then we decide who we want to schedule for our next concert season. And we need to present our members with a variety, so we don't have all one type of music. This isn't the Dodge County Classical Concert Association or the Dodge County Pops Concert Association or the Dodge County Country Western Association.
Right. Good variety.
It's the Dodge County Concert Association, a good variety of good quality music.
Just making sure that all crowds, everybody with different types of preferences is represented. What could you tell me about the student enrichment program and kind of raising that next generation of musicians?
We are so excited to be involved in the student enrichment program. The past couple of years, we have focused on trying to bring these musical experiences to the students here in Dodge County, and we've worked with the local high school as well as our talent acquisition agent, our talent acquisition partner, to have some of the groups that we contract with come in and work with the students, present some of their musical talents to the students, have a question and answer session with them, give them tips, and give the students a chance then also to come and enjoy the program in the evening free of charge. So the next generation of musicians is in our school system and in our midst, and we need to nurture them, we need to get them excited about music, and we need to give them the opportunity to grow through these musical experiences. So we're just fantastically excited about that. On April 2nd, we had the Cinta Quartet come and give a presentation. They're a professional saxophone quartet, classically trained classical saxophone quartet, come to the high school and give a student enrichment program to over 60 students, as well as some faculty, and some of our board members also attended, and it was just a very heartwarming experience. We've also gotten wonderful support from the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation, the Abfall Family Fund, and the Donald J. and Mary D. Geddes Charitable Fund made donations to help make this student enrichment program possible, and we thank them very, very much. And we want this to continue, and we want this to grow. So we're very excited about it.
That seems like a really valuable experience, because it's one thing to go to a concert and see someone just absolutely kill it on a saxophone solo, say, in a concert, and go, wow, they sound great. But these students get to meet with them, pick their brains, ask about their journeys, and maybe even get down to the nitty-gritty and ask techniques. Like, How do you have such good range? Or, how did you learn vibrato or anything like that? So that's really cool.
That really is. You hit it right on the head.
That is awesome. How would you say that the Concert Association has grown over the years and even since you've kind of gotten involved with it?
Well, it has. Prior to COVID, things were a little different. We were pretty much selling out, and then COVID hit, and understandably, we had a reduction in membership. In order to attend our concerts, you have to be a member of the association. Memberships are very, very reasonably priced, but we don't sell tickets at the gate. You can't just come to the concert and say, I'd like to come in. The reason that we do that is that we need to budget for our concert season by selling the memberships, by getting the money ahead of time. It's a subscription, it's like subscribing to a magazine or something like that, or a Netflix subscription or something like that. And we collect the money from our members up front, and we use that money to fund the next concert season. And so in any event, we hope we've been on the rebound since COVID, and we'd like to eventually get to the point where we have sellouts, and we're optimistic about that. But we are so happy to have new members, and in order to encourage new membership, we have a special going on. If someone who is not a present member of the Dodge County Concert Association joins prior to our last concert of this season, which is May 22nd, next Wednesday, they can come to that May 22nd Brass Fire concert free.
Oh, wow.
So basically you're getting 6 concerts plus the 4 next season in Watertown for one membership cost. So it's a fantastic value, and it's a bonus for our new members.
You brought up the business model of, there's budgeting annually so that you can kind of organize who you're able to get, what venues, and all of those details. I was going to ask why, but you explained it perfectly. If you were to go concert to concert, it gets a little more risky there, because then you go, okay, well, that didn't go very well. That was the last concert of the year, and you don't want to face those scenarios, right?
Absolutely. We have to be able to have the resources to pay our musicians when they show up.
Right.
And they obviously it wouldn't be fair to them to schedule them and then not be able to pay them. So another thing that we are proud of, and we would like a little more help with, are there have been some very generous sponsors who have, above and beyond just a basic membership, given money to our association to help us meet our costs and to help keep the cost of a membership reasonable. If we didn't have our patrons, our sponsors, the cost of our season subscription, our season membership would go up. But we've had some good sponsors, but the costs of everything are going up. The costs of the artists are going up. The costs of insurance are increasing. We have to rent the venue. We have to pay insurance for it. We have to pay for the artists. We have to cover the costs of the student enrichment program. We have our basic fee costs for administrative costs for postage and bank accounts and things like that. So any help that anybody could give us would be so appreciated. We have various levels of sponsorship. They're called patron sponsors. And if you're interested, you can contact us, and we'd be happy to bring you on board. But those sponsors get recognition in our programs. At each concert, there's a program that's distributed to all of the members in attendance, and in that program is information about the artist and what pieces they will be performing, but also there's information about our sponsors and who has been generous enough to step up and give above and beyond to help make this affordable for everybody. So if you're interested, you can contact us at 920-356-0312. If nobody answers immediately, just leave a message and somebody will get back to you. We also have a website, concertassociation.net/BeaverDamWI/. So you can get a hold of us there and look us up, and there's information there on membership, information there on becoming a sponsor, and some other contact information, and information about our upcoming series, our upcoming 2024-2025 concert season.
Greg, you are a professional, because as you were talking about the importance of having sponsors, my next question was going to be, where can they contact you? And you got it down. So perfect. So those sponsors are, pivotal, because they do keep the memberships low. And I would say it's a pretty good deal for them, because I think every concert I've gone to, really regardless of genre, I'm looking at that program. So you're going to get a lot of eyes.
Absolutely. You get a lot of eyes, and a lot of people get some inspiration from what they've been experiencing, and they look at, like you say, a lot of eyes. They look at that program and they say, you know what, this company or this individual feels the same way that I do, and they're supporting the arts right here in our community, and so I want to support them. And it's really a win-win. I don't want to use a cliche like that, but frankly, it's a win-win. Yeah. It's a win-win.
So you alluded to this before. This is the final concert of this season. It will be at 7 p.m. at the Beaver Dam High School. So that's going to be next Wednesday, May 22nd. What does concert season look like then? So it ends in May. When does it start?
It usually starts in September. Okay. And we just got our dates for our September season. And Friday, September 20th, at 7 p.m. will be our first concert of the 2024-2025 season. It will be the Street Corner Symphony. They are a Nashville-based a cappella group. They perform gospel, rock, pop. They cover artists like Johnny B. Good. They have some of their own material. But they do this all a cappella. That means no instruments, no background, no backing track. They do have I think a beatboxer. Oh. So it's a very high energy, very exciting program, and I think a good way to start out our 2024-2025 season. Then on October 20th, we're going to have, that's a Sunday, and we're going to have a matinee. The beginning time hasn't quite been fixed yet, but it's probably going to be somewhere between 2 and 3:30 in the afternoon. Jared Freiberg and the Vagabonds will be performing, and they're going to be doing pieces, songs from the early years of rock and roll, Elvis, Sinatra, things like that. Performing songs like Blue Suede Shoes, Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, there we go.
Stuff like that. So and they're a pretty high energy group too. Not over the top, but very. I think our audience will enjoy them. Then in February 26th of 2025, we're going to have the Doo-Wah Riders, and they are a Cajun/country group, another high-energy group, and a lot of our members enjoy country western music, and we try to, as available, we try to get at least one country western type themed group for our season, and I think the Doo-Wah Riders will be very, very pleasing to our country western fans. March 27th, we have Admiral Radio. Now, we don't know where that's going to be because the high school had a scheduling conflict, so we're going to have to find a different site for that. But Admiral Radio is sort of an Americana country folk group. They have some artists that are playing banjo, guitar, there's vocals. They perform pieces like Carolina on My Mind, some John Denver stuff, Country Roads. So they're very, very nice group of people, and I think our members will enjoy that immensely. And we're going to round out our season next year with Colleen Ray. She's a Wisconsin native, and she's a vocalist, and she's going to be singing pops tunes from the 80s, 70s, 80s by Cher and Olivia Newton-John. That's going to be April 24th at 7 p.m. at the high school. So if someone joins now, and they're obviously our existing members will go to the upcoming May 22nd Brass Fire concert under this year's membership. But if you're new and you want to join even at the door, you come to the door and you sign up for membership for next year, you can attend that Brass Fire concert on May 22nd at 7 p.m. at the high school. Brass Fire is a high-energy brass group. Jens Lindemann, who used to be with the Canadian Brass at one time, we've had him before. He's dynamite, and he's got a bass and drum combo with him. Real high energy. If you like trumpet music, you like just good high energy stuff, he's fantastic. You'll enjoy him, and you'll enjoy him basically on the house if you're a new member.
That's a pretty good deal. As a former trumpeter, I was pretty high energy as well. I probably don't have the same talent, but that is very cool. And
have you ever seen the Canadian Brass?
I have not. I think we listened to them a little bit because I used to do solo and ensemble. So we would get together for quartets, duets, smaller group stuff, and that's when I would kind of hear it, but never in person. So this would be a first for me.
Yeah, well, you know the drill.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you if there were any returners, due to the audience really liking them or just a lot of positive feedback. And Jens is one of them.
Yes. We do get, our ushers are very attentive to our members, and we get feedback from our members, and there are opportunities for us to bring back artists that are very, very popular. A lot of it also depends on that artist's scheduling. And for instance, we wouldn't want to have Jens Lindemann come back again next fall.
Right.
And we'd love to have him come back again sometime, but you have to
give it some time to breathe.
Yeah, time it out, but we do bring back acts that are very, very popular, and we're attentive to our members.
And then there is a membership drive going on at the moment. You had kind of touched on it before. Any other details that we should know about that, especially ahead of this concert in 9 days?
It is very affordable. When you think of the cost, and I'll lay it on you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. For an adult membership, it's $60. That will get you 5 concerts here in Beaver Dam, plus 4 in Watertown because of our reciprocity agreement. For a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 children aged 17 and under, it's $145.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's really good. So we would like to see more young people coming to our concerts. The young people are the future of music. They're the future of anything. But if you want these live concerts to continue in your community, we need to attract the younger crowd, and we're very excited when we see students show up, or families with kids show up, or grandparents with grandkids show up. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you just want to have a student membership, age 17 and under, that's $20.
Wow.
That's
a phenomenal discount.
That's a phenomenal discount. Yeah, that's fantastic. So and this membership drive, we have it going on right now. If you don't join by May 22nd, you can still join, but a new person would miss out on the opportunity to see Jens Lindemann and Brassfire. So, but you can join anytime. I mean, frankly, if you want to wait until the final concert, April 24th of 2025, and join to see Colleen Ray, we'll gladly have you as a member. But it would probably be more cost effective to join earlier and be able to enjoy more concerts for your membership. So,
and just for the sake of clarification, then, if I were to join with 2 concerts to go, it's not rolling over to the next season, right? It's just those final 2?
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Exactly. Right.
Awesome.
Yep, exactly. And once again, we don't sell tickets at the door. And we've discussed why we just can't operate that way.
Right.
It just wouldn't work financially. So, and we are in existence for our members. This is not the Greg and his musical talents or
Right.
musical preferences concert association. This is the Dodge County Concert Association trying to bring good quality live music for our membership.
That is awesome.
A nice variety.
So you've got the 5 in Beaver Dam, the 4 in Watertown. I know you mentioned, I believe it was a concert in March that's not going to be at BDHS.
Right.
What are some of the other venues locally that you guys will utilize if you run into a conflict there?
First Lutheran has been wonderful.
Okay.
They've got a nice setup there, and we have some connections with them. We've also had programs over in Horicon at St. Stephen's.
Sure. Okay.
Years ago, we've used the Wayland Academy Field House, but we have to be cognizant of finding a venue that's large enough to accommodate our membership plus reciprocal members from Watertown. So we have a pretty solid contingent of Watertown folks that come to our concerts, and we have a good contingent of our members that go down to enjoy the Watertown programs. So we can't, we couldn't have it in my garage or something like that.
Right.
It just wouldn't be feasible. So
that's good to know if you want to take advantage of the reciprocity, feature, which is, nearly half of it, right? It's 4 of 9.
Right.
You guys are considering, regardless of where the venue is, that everybody fits, not just the people in Beaver Dam.
Right. Another thing that I want to mention is that even though most of our concerts are here in Beaver Dam, like, over 90% of the time they're at the high school, with our reciprocity agreement with Watertown, this is ideal for somebody who lives in Juneau or Reeseville.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
You're the middle ground.
Right, in the
Yep.
middle ground there, Iron Ridge or something like that. It's, almost an equal drive each way, and you can, get 9 concerts.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal deal.
Yeah, for the price of one subscription, one membership.
Awesome. So we are here with Greg Vollen, the president of the Dodge County Concert Association, ahead of their last concert of this season. That's on May 22nd, so that's next Wednesday. It'll be at 7 o'clock at Beaver Dam High School. If you register for a membership for next season, this is on the house. It's free.
You got it.
That is awesome. Any final, if you kind of want to touch on the contact information for donors, for people who want to be members, anybody who would like to help out the Concert Association and experience some music themselves in any capacity, how do they get a hold of you guys?
You can call 920-356-0312. That's 920-356-0312. Or you can go to our website, concertassociation.net/BeaverDamWI/. So that's a good way to find out more about us, to get contact information. You can even print out a membership form and mail it to us. Our P.O. Box is P.O. Box 462 here in Beaver Dam. We have a wonderful group of members of our board of directors. They're fantastic people. We work really hard and really well together. They're dedicated. They don't get paid a dime to do this. They do this because they believe in this organization and what it stands for, and the mission to provide good quality live music to our community and to enhance the opportunities for our students, our youth, to get involved in music and give them the opportunity to learn and enrich their lives. So it's a good group of folks. We are always interested in people who are willing or wanting to join our board of directors. Right now we have 14 members of our board of directors. We have a meeting tomorrow. Peace Lutheran Church here in town has been very gracious to allow us to use their rooms for meeting space. We typically meet once a month unless we've got something pressing that we need to take care of, but that once a month is usually from August through October, November, and then we break, and then we meet from January through June. So we typically don't meet over the summer. We don't meet Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's time of year.
Gotcha. So you get your off season off, and then you get the holidays off too.
Right. So, yeah, it's really an exciting opportunity and a nice group of people, and I believe very strongly in what we're doing and the product, so to speak, that we offer. It's good quality. We don't get any, this isn't like, me and a couple of my buddies, grabbing some instruments and coming on stage. These are highly skilled, trained professionals.
That's awesome. And I can tell the board that you're talking about that you're on as well is very concerned with accessibility, right? I mean,
yes.
$60 for 9 concerts is amazing. You also get the fact that even if you're looking for the reciprocity part, everyone can attend. Capacity is never an issue. And, you guys are doing it for no money at all. So it's all for the passion. That's awesome.
Right. Well, thank you. Yeah. That's a tribute to this organization. 77 plus years.
It's the reason it's been running for that long, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
That is awesome. Well, Greg, thank you very much for coming in from the Dodge County Concert Association. We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much, Corey and Justin behind the board there. Very, very appreciative of our partnership here with your radio station. WBEV has been wonderful to work with. So thank you. We do have some ads out there, so listen for those ads. And once again, 920-356-0312 or concertassociation.net/BeaverDamWI/.
Awesome. May 22nd, 2024, just next Wednesday, a concert that could be on the house if you'd like to take advantage of it, 7 o'clock at BDHS. That is Greg Vollen, the president of the Dodge County Concert Association. I'm Corey Sparks, and this was Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.